Well, Foodie Beauty has told us that she's gained some weight, and she has told us what her weight is. She claims that she weighs now 378 pounds. I don't believe it. I think that she's over 400 pounds, I'm sorry. Like I've said before, I'm quite the large lady, so I'm not going to shame her about her weight. But she does need to start taking some accountability for her actions, and she needs to address this issue that she has with food. Okay? So yesterday, she had made a video about taking back the rental car. And it was early in the morning, and she went live on YT. It was 8 in the morning, and she was talking about how she doesn't like the sun, and she'd rather sleep. And she just went so far to say she doesn't want to walk. She just wants to ride Scooty. That's her mobility scooter. She references it as Scooty. She's got such a relationship with this damn scooter that she's named it Scooty. Okay? And now when she first came back to Canada, after leaving Syria, I don't know when it was, 6 months or less ago, right? When she ordered this scooter, she was over the weight limit for the scooter. She weighed, at that point, I remember this because she said the scooter had a 330-pound limit, but she weighed 343 at that point. So she's gained over 40 pounds at this point, or close to 40 pounds. But it's got to be more than that. There's no way. I mean, and to just say you don't want to walk anymore. And she says all she wants to do is seal. Go at home and seal. When she says seal, that's her just throwing herself on her couch, laying on her side, and she looks like a seal, the way she'll lay, and just waller around on her couch all day and eat and fart. That's all she wants to do. And, you know, you can see, I hate to say it, she's 41, 42. I hate to say it, I don't believe that woman's going to see 50 years old. When you see her face is tomato red. There's got to be a blood pressure issue. Her face is so incredibly swollen. She touched her nose, did something like this while she was picking in it, because if you know anything about Foodie Beauty, you know she constantly picks and digs in her nose. Disgusting. But anyways, it stayed white. The tip of her nose after doing this. See how it instantly goes away? See? Boom. It stayed white like that for anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds. That's all from all the sodium she's eating. She's swelling up. I mean, she could barely get in the rental car. It's to the point where I don't even think she should be driving because it's not safe. She has to smash herself into a car. And you can hear the steering wheel rubbing on her belly as she's trying to turn. And there's no way she could turn to, you know what I'm saying? There's no way. And she tells us about how she's not going to drink coffee anymore because that just costs so much. But she has absolutely no problem door dashing and eating fast food 3, 4, even 5 times a day. It's nothing for this woman to eat 5 meals in a day, 5 full meals in a day. And then has the audacity to wonder why she's so gassy constantly. And that's another thing now. She can't be going out and going on road trips or anything because she can't be that far from a bathroom. Of course, when you're eating that amount of food, of course you're going to be using the bathroom quite a bit because there's no room for all that food and waste in your system. There's no room. She doesn't get it. She thinks this is a joke. She thinks her life is a joke. I mean, it's terrible. So, and then yesterday, I guess, she said she had stopped at the dispensary because she's been depressed lately. And when she was on Scooty, she seen her reflection in a window, and that's what made her go to the dispensary because she said she looks like a big ball. I mean, she can't even walk. When she walks, if you watch her lives, I would say from her couch to her kitchen island is no more than 20 steps. 20 steps. And she is completely winded. Cannot breathe at all. 20 steps. She's winded just getting up off the couch. How could she not care at all? You know, this is an addiction problem, and that's why it's an addiction, and she cannot see that it's an addiction. And so now she's finally come to the point to where she's realizing she can't travel anymore. She can't go back to Syria to see Salah or any, because there's no way. It's physically impossible for her to do anything at this point. And she's continually ruining her mobility by making these statements like, I don't want to walk. I just want to ride Scooty. Her mobility is becoming less by the day. I mean, it's to the point to where I believe when she has to take her trash, she has a trash chute at the end of the hallway in her apartment building. She rides the scooter to the end of the hallway. She won't even walk that far. She's rode the scooter in the apartment before because she doesn't want to walk. I get it. It hurts. You're tired. You're winded, and you need to keep working at it and to get better. You know, and all these enablers in her chat. You know, well, what are we eating now? What are we ordering? When she's on Kick, because she usually streams on Kick. I don't watch that. I just usually catch up with the highlights of it all on YT, you know. And she goes on Kick because she gets paid weekly on there. And, you know, on YT, which she did get remonetized, you know, she gets paid monthly. She needs that money for all that food. She's spending an outrageous amount of money on food. And then, you know, so yesterday, like I said, she went to the dispensary, and then she was drinking a THC-infused drink. I don't know much about those, but anyway, she was feeling quite lovely, let's say. She was repeatedly farting so loud, and it sounded disgusting. And she sat there and laughed like a toddler farting in a bathtub. That she was laughing as if this was the funniest thing in the world. I get it, you got your buzz on from smoking. I get it. But even when you don't, she laughs. She's a toddler. She's a toddler in a 600-pound body. Like I said, there's no way this woman weighs 378. She's over 400 pounds. I'm convinced of that. But I mean, and have all these enablers in her chat, encouraging her to order this stuff. And when she eats, it's disgusting. She doesn't chew. She that fast. She does not chew it fully. It's all over her mouth. It's dropping onto her clothing. She's picking up, licking her clothes off. It's disgusting. And she does not see a problem with this. This is why she got demonetized on YT in the first place, because of her eating habits. It's basically, she was, you know, promoting EDs, because she does have an ED, plain and simple. But yeah, I don't know. What's it going to take for her? I mean, I hate to say it, is it going to take a heart attack? Is it going to take a stroke? What is it going to take for her to get serious? And she even admitted that the thing she has to do, because now she's in this era of, she feels like she's missing out on life. Well, you are, because you're sitting on your couch sealing all day, eating and farting and burping and picking your nose. Come on now. What do you think? What's it going to take for Foodie to realize this is serious? This has come down to life and death. Let me know what you think.